This video explains how we design PyKale. We design PyKale by formulating new green machine learning principles. First, reduce repetition and redundancy. We refactor existing code to standardize their workflow and enforce consistent and user-friendly styles. We identify and remove duplicated functionalities in existing code. Second, reuse existing resources. We reuse the same machine learning pipeline for different data. We reuse existing libraries for available functionalities and only build new functionalities when it's necessary. Third, recycle learning models across areas. We identify commonalities between different applications. For example, recommender system and drug discovery. We recycle models from one application to the other. There are many machine learning software and libraries out there, but it may look very confusing to outsiders because some software may have a single module for the whole machine learning model, and some software may have several modules or many modules for the same machine learning model. And this is very confusing to outsiders. In PyKale, we built pipeline-based API with 6 key steps. First, load the data. Second, preprocess the data. Third, embed the preprocessed data into feature space. Fourth, predict a target using the embedded features. Fifth, evaluate the prediction performance. Sixth, interpret the learning outcome and the learned features. For the classic digit classification problem, we load the digits first and standardize the images, learn the CNN features, and predict the digit class using a classifier. And then we computed the prediction accuracy and visualize the learned features for interpretation. In one of our medical imaging pipeline built in Sheffield, we load the MRI images first and then standardize them into a consistent format. And then we learn the multilinear PCA features from the standardized MRIs. And then we build a classifier to predict the MRI classes. And then we compute the accuracy and visualize the learned features for interpretation. In our collaboration with AstraZeneca on drug discovery, we load the binding DB first, and then we convert the chemical characters to a sequence of numbers. And then we learn the embeddings for drugs and targets separately. And then we predict their bindings by training a classifier. And we evaluate the prediction performance by building new metrics like Concord index. And then we pass our learning outcome and learned features for interpretation by our collaborator AstraZeneca. It is very important to make our library accessible to as many users as possible. So the key is to bridge the gap between the machine learning library and the unmet user demands. In PyKale, we separate the code and the configuration with illustrations in our examples. In this way, for the end users who are not experts in machine learning, they only need to configure the machine learning model or experiment using YAML, a very user-friendly language. They do not need to write any Python code or machine learning code, and This significantly lower the entry barriers. I will show you later what the YAML look like in the next video. For machine learning experts like us, this design will help us to manage the configurations with minimum coding. It can improve reproducibility and efficiency. For example, we can save the configuration for a particular paper as a single YAML file. And this also helps us to deliver more accessible machine learning software. It can make our collaborations more scalable so that we can collaborate with more collaborators, and it can help to deliver our machine learning to more broad applications. We want to make our software, our library, sustainable. Therefore, we embed our library deeply into the GitHub ecosystem to reach industrial standard. We have many automations enabled, and we have continuous integration built in our library. This is called workflow on the right in GitHub. And we built comprehensive documentations using read the doc, and we release regularly our stable versions using PyKale. We build in linting to ensure our code are of high quality, and have pre-commit to check the code we committed to our main branch. We built PyTest to perform unit tests, and we report the coverage using code curve. Our current coverage is 92%. We also embed our library deeply into the Python and the PyTorch ecosystem. And our library has been approved to join the PyTorch ecosystem in this month. So that is an introduction of how we build our PyKale library. In the next video, I will show you what we have actually built.